Hey everybody, it's Eva. So happy to talk to you today. So I was reading an illustration this week about the Japanese koi fish. This fish has the propensity to grow between 24 and 36 inches. That may not seem a big difference between 24 and 36, but for a fish, that makes a major difference in the size and the value of that fish. So inquiring mind as myself begins to wonder, well, what causes the difference? What makes a koi fish not reach 36 inches? Well, it really boils down to its environments during its development stages. And so a koi fish in the pond that it's in needs certain nutrients, certain type of plants to be in that pond to be a certain temperature. So that pond needs to be in a certain region of the world, the region of the country, and that pond needs to be getting a certain amount of sunlight. And that is what makes the difference for that fish being able to be 24 inches or 36 inches. So everything in the ecosystem for that fish matters for that fish to meet its maximum potential. It's the same thing with us, and it's the same thing with us meeting our goals, and it's the same thing with us, even our level of faith. We have to check our environment, and there are certain variables in our environment that we can help control. I am kind of in this clarifying season of my life where I've moved away from some things and I focused extra in on certain things. We talked the last week about divine purpose, and so I also believe in divine time, and that there are certain things that are going to happen at a certain time, and we just have to sometimes take our hand off and let God do what God is going to do, and those things to align in His timing. But as I've began to focus more and moved away from some things and have had more quiet time, more still time where I'm not moving, where I can just be still, I have so much clarity. And I'm in a space where I won't take on or interact with anyone or in a certain way where that clarity is tainted. But we must be careful about our environments. Like, we need to identify people who have the same kind of interests that we have, or even that can meet a common goal. We feel like we have a call for the common goal, and you can work together in those areas. But also have people around you that want your highest good. They want your highest good, and they don't come to you all the time with motives, and you need to want their highest good. And if you can't have people around you who want your highest good, then what's the problem? And so our growth a lot of time has to do with our environment and who we expose our dreams and our goals to, who we ask for feedback. Who are those people, and what environments are you in on a consistent basis? Who has the ability to speak into you? Those people matter. Who has that access to you? That really, really, really matters, because you are a gift. And when you're a gift, you're supposed to be a gift to the environments that you walk into. And if you're walking into environments that don't honor the giftedness that you are, the blessing that you are, and cannot sow back into you, then you need to check your environment. Sometimes we're looking for why we're not growing, why certain things aren't happening in our life, but we're making choices to do things that kind of taint the environment for us. And so I'm asking you to consider what your potential is. I believe you have so much potential inside of you. It's not just us and clergy who have all of this potential, but your ability to bring about that potential is, number one, you need to know your purpose. And number two, you need to have the desire and the mind to focus. And three, you need to check who is around you. When Jesus went into the garden to pray, at one of the most pivotal moments in his life before Calvary, he took a squad with him that he was able to at least say for them to pray. So I ask you, who are you taking with you in the most pivotal moments of your life? Because we are in a time and a season where either you're going to focus on your purpose or you're not. And you might just get left behind and have to wait to